Okay, everything is all set and good to go. Hey everyone, it's Steven here, and welcome to another Tostemac Livestream. God, I feel so unprepared. It's like today at work has been very hectic. I mean, not only was it Saturday, so it was like the busiest day of the week, but it's also the first Saturday of each month. So my workplace has a little workshop ready for the kids. So I had to hear a whole lot of banging and a whole lot of kids. Banging of the hammers, I should say. Banging of the hammers. Because in the workshop, they actually build miniature kits. I think they're actually making a little easel board during today's workshop. So there was a lot of noise from the banging of the hammers. There was also, a lot of kids there. Maybe some babies here and there. It was a whole little family get-together, if you will. It's a nice event that my workplace does. It's so loud. I should have taken some ibuprofen before I went in. So it was a long day, a lot of customers, and I kid you not, I nearly lost my car key. And that sent me in a panic. Like, I was looking under the seats in the break room. I was looking in the restrooms. I was looking at the customer service desk, see if there was lost and found. And, the reason I was panicking was because not only would it mean someone else would have to pick me up and I had to get my spare card key, but it would also mean that would be a $500 replacement. And yes, I know that from experience. And what happened? Oh, hey, Sharon Starkey, how's it going? So the problem would be that I would have to get a new one, which would cost $500, and I had to get someone to pick me up. Then I had to get the spare one, then go back to my workplace, then get my car and come back. But just before I was about to give up, one of my coworkers actually walks up and shows my car key. I'm like, oh God, thank you, bro, because that coworker just saved me a $500 trip. So, yeah, it's quite an eventful day today. Maybe your day was not as eventful as mine, but maybe that's for the best. Anyway. So, enough about that. Let's get into today's topic, which is my first time in Idaho. Now, for those who are wondering, I never really planned on visiting Idaho in the past because I didn't think there was much there, like maybe a bunch of farmland. But the reason I was going there was because I was visiting my older brother who moved out a while back. And he was really happy to see me, and I was happy to see him. So it was nice for a brother get-together. Sharon, the key was found in one of the seats in the break room like I thought. But it's just that coworker got to it before I did, and thankfully, he kept it in a safe place until I was able to get it. So, thank God for that coworker. I'll tell you that right now. So we planned a little get together because it had been a long time since we saw each other, or at least it felt like a long time. So we decided, it's gonna overdue. It's not like I'm getting a new job anytime soon. I got the vacation hours, may as well use them. So the first thing was to find an airport. There were two of them in Idaho. One of them was in Boise, which we'll get to in a bit, and the other one was in Twin Falls. Now, Twin Falls, that was rather unique, and I really wished I could have taken a picture of that, because this airport was the smallest airport I have ever seen. There's only one airline service that goes through there, and that's Delta, hence why my flight tickets were so expensive, around $1,000. Delta's not cheap! That's why I always fly Southwest! Or at least, I was in the past, but I heard Southwest is doing premium stuff next year and paying for assigned seats and stuff, so I don't know what's going to happen with Southwest next year, but I'm not looking forward to it. So I had to go with Delta, and there was a little hiccup because the first flight got delayed, and which is bad because it was a connecting flight, but thankfully I talked to the lady at the desk, and she was able to get me on a sooner flight, earlier flight, I should say, so I can get to the second flight no problem. So when I fly into Twin Falls, Idaho, What happens is that, the people at this airport actually had to get the ramp to the airplane so we could come down from the plane. So that already should tell you how small this airport is. The fact they had to get a ramp to get us down. Usually the airplane would park at a gate and we would just get off of there. No. They had to get the old-fashioned ramp. So let me paint the picture. So in the Twin Falls Airport, on the left side, actually this would be your left side. On the left side, you have the check-in and also like the TSA security. Like that's your departure. The middle area is the arrival where you're waiting for people to get off the plane. And then on the right side is a restaurant. That's it. That's all there was. Nothing else to it. You didn't have to take a train. You didn't have to take a bus. Nothing. That's all it was. So, like, I was shocked at how fast I was able to get off. And I meet my older brother. And my older brother runs into these two random people. And they just started talking. And because apparently they knew each other from work. Because, like, Idaho is, like, they have these small communities where, like, everybody knows everybody. Which is, that's great. Would I want a small community state like that? I don't know. I've never been to one of those. So Daniel was talking to these two, and they were, talking about work stuff. And then later on, I got some photos to share with you. Later on, we went to go get something to eat, because I ate breakfast, but I didn't eat lunch, so I was kind of hungry. So we went to this place, and my older brother was so hell-bent on showing me this, because when he knew about this place and heard me coming, he knew I would get a kick out of, did I not download the photos? Hold on, let me double check something real quick. He was so bent on showing me this place, not necessarily because of the food, although the food's really good, but there was also the matter of the name. And if you see my post on Instagram, you probably know what I'm talking about. If I could just download these darn things from Gmail. God, Gmail takes such a long time. Okay, that's one. Because I've actually taken quite a couple pictures that I want to show you. Not only just the place, but also like the portions there. That's another thing. Okay, so and then there's one more, which we'll get to in a bit. There we go. Okay, now I got the four of them downloaded. Thank God. Okay, so the first one, here we are. No, darn it. Just gonna bring this down. Probably should have had this ready beforehand, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. So take a look at this and tell me what's wrong. Look at this picture and tell me what's wrong with it. The moment I saw that picture, I just couldn't contain myself. I just started laughing. I was laughing my butt off at like what I was seeing. For those who don't know, McAllister is my last name. But it's not spelled like that. My last name is spelled M-A-C-A-L-E-S-T-E-R. This is spelled very differently. Now, granted, my version is like when you mix an Irish name and a Scottish name, but still. So I took a picture of this before we left. Don't worry, we'll get to the food. I took a picture of this before we left and posted it on Instagram. To the sir or madam in charge, I'd like to mention a problem with you. You spelled my name wrong. So it was a deli place, and they had some really good food there. The people in Idaho, they really know how to make food. Not just with the quality of food, but also the portions. So the first thing I noticed in the restaurant is their salads. Now, usually when it comes to restaurant salads, they're like this very small plate. Oh, there we go. So let me just switch it back over to me. Now, usually when it comes to like a salad plates, they're usually around this size, the size of my head. Just a small plate, a little appetizer, if you will. No. When it comes to Idaho salads, it's this ginormous plate right here. That is not an individual size. So apparently this is an individual portion of salad in Idaho. But that is not an individual size. That is a family size salad. That is okay, let's make sure everyone in this 5 to 6 family is fed. That is the size of salad I saw. And I was seeing a couple people at the tables, and they had like one of these bowls of salad for each of them. And I was like, how can you have that much salad and have room for other food? And now the delis, they were pretty good. I probably should have taken a picture of them, but it was still good. Now, the main thing that Idaho is known for is like the farmlands and also their potatoes. People at Idaho take great pride in their potatoes. And the potato service they have is ginormous. Like, me and my brother Daniel actually split this potato because it was so big. Like, people in Idaho do not mess around with food portions. That is huge. So, like, I had a little, it was like a ham and cheese or something like that, deli. And Daniel and I actually split this big potato. Like, it is ginormous. Much bigger than the potatoes you would see in any other state, I'm pretty sure. Sharon Starkey says, love Idaho potatoes. Oh, you actually had Idaho potatoes? Oh, nice. Did you actually go to Idaho? Or is there like a place nearby where you can buy Idaho potatoes? Like, I'm actually curious now. So, we got that, and then we went to Walmart to get a few things, and we just chilled in this house. And I'm not gonna say too many details, but like the house he was in, it was actually really nice for just one person. You had all the bare essentials, like you had the kitchen stuff, washer and dryer, shower and stuff. It was actually a very nice house. Like, this wasn't an apartment per se. This was actually a full-on house for just 1 or 2 people. And I was actually impressed with how well the house was made. And it made me wonder, like, are there any small houses like that, or like small community houses like that for like just 1 or 2 people? Because that would be great for me. I'm not sure if I could afford such a place, but like if there were these like small independent housing, like it doesn't have to be a full-on house. Yes, indeed, bought them in the store, but I have been to Idaho. Okay, so you have been to Idaho before. Okay, cool. Like, did you buy the Idaho potatoes at like Walmart, or was it like a farmer's marketplace? Where? So like, I would really like to know if there are some like small 1 or 2 people house here in Colorado like they do in Idaho, because I figured that kind of house would be perfect for me. Like, I don't need too many bells and whistles. Just make sure everything works the way it's supposed to do in the house, and I'll be satisfied. So we got all situated, about to watch some animes and stuff, because Daniel and I really love video games and anime. But then when we got to ordering pizza, there was this place, for the life of me, I can't remember. They do pretty unusual pizzas. So they had like a fireman pizza where they had like, peppers, pepperoni, I think some chicken too. They also had the mac and cheese pizza, which is my personal favorite. But they also had dessert pizzas. Let that sink in for a minute. Dessert pizzas. There was a cookie dough pizza, which I didn't really enjoy that much because it was just burnt and I could barely taste anything. Walmart or Safeway? Albertsons used to carry them. Walmart or Safeway? Okay. That is interesting. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for that, because Idaho potatoes are really great. But in terms of the dessert pizzas, there was also like an Oreo pizza, which I regrettably didn't try. Then there was this. What you're seeing right here is probably one of the best dessert pizzas I've ever eaten. This is a apple pie pizza. So what this is it's chopped up apples, caramelized probably, and they have, so it's like apples, a little bit of caramel, and some cinnamon in there, and a drizzle of that cream cheese frosting on a pizza crust. Now, usually, for those who know me, they know I don't like fruits on pizza. I don't believe pineapples belong on pizza, period. But this apple pie pizza, I did not expect anything. I didn't know what to expect when I was eating this, but when I took one bite of this apple pie pizza, my soul just went to heaven. It was one of the best pizzas I've ever had. I haven't had anything like it. It was sweet. The crust was savory. It was this nice combination. All the flavors worked, and I just couldn't have enough of it. I just kept going for more, even in the following days. On Saturday and Sunday, I would still have them because they were really that good. I just warm them up in the oven for a few minutes and So day one, it was just getting to the airport, getting situated, and just hanging out, catching up. It was quite a long time since we've seen each other. And then the next day, we decided to take a road trip. It was about 2 hours, 2.5 from where we were, to this outdoor mall area, or maybe it's just a city. So it's the city of Boise, Idaho, and there was this shopping mall that we went to, and it kind of reminded me of the outdoor shopping malls that we had in Maryland, like some in Annapolis, and I think Baltimore may have them. Those are 2 spots, but it wasn't like an indoor mall like Arundel Mills Mall where you're just traveling inside. No. You're actually walking outside and seeing, the different venues, the different sceneries. And I've actually taken some pictures and panoramas of them. And I will show them to you right now. Now, this first one right here, that's not Boise. That's actually the canyon that apparently even Evel Knievel tried to jump and failed. So I made a little panorama of that. So that looks drop dead gorgeous. So glad I got that right. Because panoramas, they're not that easy to make. It's, you really have to get the fine details right. You have to make sure that you are aligned as you're taking all the shots. You also have to make sure that not too many things are moving. You have to make sure they're perfectly aligned. Make sure the exposure is correct. There are a lot of things that can go wrong with making a panorama. So enough about that. Here we go. So we're going to go through some pictures of Boise. So what would happen is you would walk outside and see these buildings that you would walk around. There was places to park, but you don't go inside. You actually walk around outside to get to the stores you want. And there was a little nice statue right there. And these fountains, there's something special about these because they don't really just go random. There was some music playing, and the water fountain would actually go in tandem with the water fountains. It was actually cool. I actually made a short video on that, which I will show you in a bit. There's a little statue right there. And there were a lot of food places, and the prices there are very expensive. Me and Daniel went to Coma Grills. And Coma Grills was this... It was kind of weird, really. It was like a burger place, but it was also a steak place, and they also had sushi. Naturally, I went for the sushi, but the flavor was there. It was okay. I just don't think it was worth the price, though. I think the prices are a little too expensive for my taste. My older brother was paying for it, thankfully. So we enjoyed it, but it was okay. And as I was taking the pictures with, like, especially with these fountains right here, I've actually played around with the shutter speed and aperture during my photo shoots, which I haven't done in a very long time. Usually I just let the camera do the work as I take the pictures. So yeah, there's so many different places here, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Like, I haven't been to an outdoor mall like this since I was in high school, if I think about it. Maybe high school or college. No, high school. Definitely high school. Because it was Annapolis, and me and the high school guys were going on this field trip, and we were going through this outdoor mall to buy stuff. Back when KB Toys used to be around. And, like, we would really enjoy, like, going to the different stores, but also, like, taking the different views, like you see here. It's quite a beauty. There's another beautiful still shot right there. All right, so it was very nice. We didn't necessarily buy anything except food, but there was this one place in particular that there was this donut place or dessert place that has something called mochi donuts. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of them before, but it was definitely weird, like, having a mochi donut. Like, it tasted like a donut, but it also had this gummy texture too. Like, I get that's maybe part of the mochi. I'm glad I tried it, but I'd probably prefer the original donuts. Thank you very much. Now, there is one more thing that I want to show, and that's the short video I made for the I'll just switch over here real quick. Open this tab. You don't see this. You don't need to, just ignore all this stuff. Here we are. So here is the short video I made about the my trip at Boise. That one guy just saw the camera. He was like, "What's up?" Yeah, one thing I'm gonna have to invest in later is a gimbal. And in case you're wondering, yes, I did get rid of the music in that recording because that would be copyright issues. So, like, it's one of those places where you really have to experience. Like, photos by themselves just aren't enough. So that's why I did the recording of this, to kind of show you. Sharon Starkey says, they used to have them all the time when I was younger in Maryland. Closed malls were a luxury. Yeah. Not anymore. Now shopping malls or indoor shopping malls are like ghost towns these days. So that's why I wanted to do this short, recorded with the Canon EOS and not with my phone, to get the better quality. Because I wanted to give a taste of, like, what it was like being in Boise. Because, like, again, photos just don't really do it justice. One thing I've learned from this is that I definitely have to get a gimbal of some sort, because you probably noticed, or maybe you haven't noticed until I'm about to say it, is that there are some shots where it's just shaking a little bit, and it's like I was trying to do my feet movement in a way that, would reduce that shaking as much as possible, because I didn't bring anything with me to stabilize the shot, so I was relying on my foot movement, and also, like, I also had to deal with the uneven pavement on the floor. So, and there was also a bit of shaking with my fingers as well, you know. So I'm glad it came out as well as it did. I just wish that, you know, I had a gimbal of some sort that would make the shots more stable, per se. But yeah, we had some fun there, and then we took the 2.5 hour drive back, and there isn't really too much to see scenic wise, because there's a lot of farmland, but not too much else. Like, Boise's gorgeous, but there's a lot of farmland, and understandably so. Like, you get the potatoes, you get some veggies, you also get a lot of the cheese in America from Idaho. You know, they're serious about their crops. All right, let me go ahead and close that. And get back here. Yeah, so that's how it was for Saturday. And Sunday we just, you know, just chilled, stay home and watched a movie, played some games, had more apple pie pizza. Like, why don't they have apple pie pizza in Colorado? Why? It's like when you go to another state or another country, and you have this one-of-a-kind food that you can't get anywhere else, and like you are enjoying the food, you're in heaven, and then afterwards you feel this dread that you will never get to experience that food again where you came from unless you come back to that place and have that food again. But Sunday it was just chill. We didn't do much. Hey, Aiden Paris, how's it going? Going pretty good. So we were just talking about going to Idaho for the first time. You ever been to Idaho before? Like, I'm pretty much wrapping up with my story, but I'd love to hear stories from you guys. So Sunday was just chill. We were just staying home, you know, watching anime, watching movies and stuff, you know. Just, you know, take some time to relax. And we also played some Castle Crashers, which reminds me, I got to get back on that at some point. So yeah, then Monday morning came. We had to get up like very early. Although I'm thinking that we might have left too early, because when I got back to Twin Falls Airport, again, smallest airport I've ever been to, I go in and the TSAs weren't even open. Let me rephrase that. No, let me restate that. The TSA, the airport security, was not open. So they were not open until 5 a.m. The reason I'm stressing this part out is because usually you expect the TSAs to run 24/7 in an airport. But this is a smaller airport, so they don't have the 24/7 rotation. So I had to wait until 5, get the security, and literally the departure gate was right next over. Again, smallest airport ever. So thankfully I got back to Colorado, no problems, edited that YouTube short, and made those photos. Never been to Idaho before, but went back to Montana. Okay. Aiden, since you're here, I may as well show you the photos and YouTube short again. Here, let me pull it up again. So this is... There we go. So this is the YouTube short I made about my time in Boise, Idaho. And this is like an outdoor shopping mall, per se. It's not like those indoor ones like Arundel Mills. This is actually an outdoors one where you actually go to different stores and you also enjoy the scenery, if you will. It's a little shaky. Wish I could have done better, but I'd like to think I did my best. I was talking to some of the people there, like, if it was this gorgeous in daytime, just imagine how crowded it would be at nighttime, you know, where you get to see the lights under the fountains, and, like, you know, there's a lot more people there, especially on the weekends, you know, maybe they had a long day at work and they need to take a load off, they just all come right here and just have a good time in Boise. But it was a very nice spot. I'm glad I went to visited Boise for a little bit. Then I'd be happy to show the photos again. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't show it! Oh no, I'm sorry, Aiden. I'm sorry. Technical difficulties. Okay, you should be able to see it now. Sorry. Yeah, so Boise they have this outdoor shopping mall. It was nice, Aiden. It was very hot though because we went there in summer. It was probably what 90 to 100 degrees out there, so I definitely put some sunscreen on beforehand. But it was this outdoor shopping mall where you get to enjoy some of the scenery that you're seeing right here, you know, without me screwing up technical stuff. It was a very nice spot. It had some good food places, like Coma Grills was okay, but maybe a little overpriced. Like, people here really expect you to spend money. Like, they probably expect, like, you know, the weekends to be the busiest, where, you know, people are just having a very long day of work. Oh, yeah, like, that's how it was, like, like, remember, Idaho, like, you know, it's a lot of farmland, but it's also pretty hot there, you know. Maybe it wasn't 100, maybe it was around 90s at the least, you know, 90s at least, you know. So I try not to stay out in the sun for too long, you know. Because I didn't, I don't remember if I brought a hat or not. No, I did bring a hat, yeah. So, Aiden, have you ever had a mochi donut before? This is totally a random question, but it's one of the food places I found here. It was a mochi donut. So it tastes like a donut, but it's a little gummy. But yeah, it was nice. There we go. So, with that, there's also like some of the pictures I took there too. There we go. Like the panorama I made. This is the canyon where I think Evel Knievel attempted that stunt, but ultimately failed. Yeah, mochi donut. It's so weird. I probably wouldn't recommend it, you know, because it's kind of gummy. But yeah, such a thing actually exists. So there's some of the photos I took playing around with shutter speed. Especially with these ones right here. Flowers. And it's like, this is just absolutely gorgeous. Definitely a good place to visit if you're going to Idaho at any point, you know. If you're going to Idaho, you definitely want to come here because there's not too much else unless you go to Twin Falls. Because again, Idaho is a lot of farmland. A lot of the crops from America come from there, you know. Let's see, what else was I going to show you? Oh, yes, Aiden. Before we end the live stream, there is something I need to show you. So you know about pizza, right? You know about different kinds of pizza. There was this pizza place where they had different kinds of foods like mac and cheese pizza and like a fireman pizza. It's supposed to be spicy. They also had dessert pizzas. Like me and my brother Dan, we ordered yes, potatoes. Yeah, no, okay, hold on. No, before I show you the pizza thing, hold on. I gotta show you something. Hold on. I'm like switching back and forth between these. So there is this place. Like the first place Daniel wanted to show me was this place right here called McAllister's Delis. So for those who don't know, my last name is spelled M-A-C-A-L-E-S-T-E-R. This is spelled wrong. And I posted this on Instagram saying, hey, excuse me, you spelled my name wrong here. So we get there, and let me show you the potatoes. There it is. That is an individual serving of an Idaho potato with the works. Very delicious, huh? And they also had these giant-sized servings of salads, where it's like usually when you go to a restaurant, you get like a small plate of salad. No. This is a king-size This is a king size, ginormous. Let's make sure to fill a whole family size portion of salad. No, this amount of salad is supposed to be for one person, according to Idaho. Oh man! But I could not get over it. I could not get over like one person having an entire bowl of salad, and I'm like, how could you eat all of that and still have room for more? Man, looking at these foods is making me hungry again. Yeah, damn is right. Damn exactly is right. Now, brace yourself. Get back to the pizza thing. There was this pizza place that did dessert pizzas. They had a cookie dough pizza, but it tasted burnt, so I barely tasted anything. But this, Aiden, feast your eyes on this. This is an apple pie pizza. Possibly one of the best pizzas I've ever had. You have chopped up apples that were probably caramelized, sprinkles of cinnamon, cream cheese frosting on top, all of it on a pizza crust. When I first tried it, I did not know what to expect. Ada Bear says, hello! I did not know what to expect. Sharon Starkey says, CC's has the apple pie pizza. But they're actually still around? Seriously? And here I thought I could only get them in Idaho. Shoot, now I gotta look up CC's near me. I haven't been to CC's in ages. They're both in Denver. I'm so sad. I have to drive all the way up to Denver, find parking there, just to enjoy CC's Pizza again. I am sad. I am sadness. What's the name of the pizza parlor street name? Oh, for the life of me, I wish I remembered. Like, Pizza Pie Club or something like that? I'll look up the name. But, like, when I first took a bite of this, I did not know what to expect. But when I had a bite of this, my soul just went to heaven. My soul went to heaven and then back to earth. It was that good. It was easily that was easily one of the best apple pie pizzas I've ever had. No, it's one of the best pizzas I've ever had, I should say. It was so much like throughout the entire weekend, I just kept helping myself to some. Like, I'm looking at it right now. If I see the name, I'll remember. Pizza and Pub? No. Wait, no, I know how to make this better. Hold up. You do realize that pizza... Oh, yeah, absolutely I know pizza is Italian. Idaho apple pie pizza. What if I did that? Pizza Pie Cafe, that's it. The place is called Pizza Pie Cafe. That's what it is. So it's in Amon, Idaho, and Pocatello, Idaho. Also Rexburg, Idaho. Also Twin Falls, Idaho. Good lord. They have a lot of pizza pie cafes. Wait a minute. Hold up. Pizza pie cafe. No! No! It's only in Idaho. God dang it! Oh, why is life so cruel to me? But my evening is ruined. My evening is officially ruined. Okay. But yeah, if you're ever in Idaho, two places you want to check out is Pizza Pie Cafe and Boise, that outdoor mall, and particularly the outdoor mall area. So yeah. That it was my experience. Oh well, but it ain't gonna stop me. I'll go there one day. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I'd recommend going to Boise at least once, yeah. Hey Connor, how's it going? We're actually wrapping up the stream. But I'm starting to wonder, should I do these live streams later? Originally I thought about, having the live streams at 6, but I'm starting to wonder, should I have the live streams at 7 instead? That way you guys can catch them. A lot of ideas where to travel, but for another time. Ugh, me too. I have quite a few places I want to go back to. It's just a matter of finding the time and just putting the money aside for it, It's not always easy. But before we wrap things up, I want to know, do you guys think we should go to a 7 p.m. starting time for the Saturday live streams? Because it is possible. You can either let me know, while we're still live in the last few minutes, or in the comments section below. So now we're definitely going to have the Chow Garden live stream tomorrow at 5 p.m. because we have a new Chow in the garden. His name's Tiny. So looking forward to raising Tiny for a little bit. So I think what I'll do next Saturday is I will start at 7 p.m. Just kind of see how it goes, But for now, I'm going to see if I can get myself something to eat because I'm feeling hungry and depressed. I feel hungry. I don't know. I need food. So anyway, so thank you very much for watching, whether you're watching this live or later. I won't be going out a lot on the weekends because, you're saving up for the trip to Vegas. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this to you on Discord, Aiden, yeah, I cannot get my words right. It's been a long day. If you're going to Vegas, there is a pizza place that you might want to try. And you're probably already seen this. It's a place called Amore. And they do these Chicago stuffed pizzas, where there's this ginormous amounts of cheese in there. Amore, Las Vegas. Amore Taste of Chicago. That's the place to go to. Because that should be the place where they have the Chicago stuffed pizza. I'm going to double check there just in case. This is just me goofing around at this point. Yeah, so Amore Taste of Chicago, that's where you're going to find the Chicago stuffed pizza. Now, one thing you have to remember, you must allow 45 minutes cook time for all deep dish or stuffed pizzas. So what you're probably going to want to do is 45 minutes before you go is place the order for the stuffed pizza. That way, by the time you get there, the pizza should be ready. So that's my personal advice. I've never been there. I wish I could have been there. Maybe you can tell me the experience and I could just live vicariously through you. But yeah, let me know how that trip goes. But anyway, I think I've taken up more than enough time. So I think I'll go ahead and wrap it up here, for real. So thank you very much for watching this live stream. It's been pretty fun, talking about travel stuff. Maybe we could talk more about different places. Let me know what your experience is with travel, or if you ever been to Idaho. Let us know about it in the comment section below, assuming you're watching this later. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Tomorrow we will have a Chow Garden live stream, so look forward to that. And have a good night. Now I need to get some food.